What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Geek XP. I'm Carson, and I've got Marley with me.
Hey, what's going on, everyone?
And we're here to talk about the latest Nintendo Direct. It's not out as soon as we would have liked it to get out, but we're very busy right now. I'm moving. Marley's very busy with work, so we apologize for the lateness of this video. But we still wanted to get it out there for you guys and talk about like the latest Nintendo news. Because there's some pretty good stuff that happened in this Direct, right, Marley?
Yeah, I think, what was your attitude toward the direct overall if you had to give it a letter grade?
I think I would give it a solid B.
Yeah, I think it was really exciting, I think, for people who might have been on the fence about a Switch.
Yeah.
But I think for me personally, as a Switch owner already, it didn't do anything to elevate me, if that makes sense. But I think it was good for the prospective buyers who I think they need to be going after right now. So I'd
Yeah.
probably give it like a solid B or B minus.
Yeah, yeah, totally. It was solid in there. Nothing too mind blowing for me. Um,
Yeah.
we'll get into our highlights and stuff a little bit later, like some stuff that stood out to me and maybe to you. But I wanted to just start off with the Pokemon Sun and Moon announcements and kind of what that looks like and stuff. Like, is it fair to
I
say?
don't
Yeah.
care.
It's fair to say that neither of us are very whelmed about this right now.
They're not doing a very good job of giving us a convincing reason to buy this game.
I saw reuse of like places and stuff like that. Like like I saw footage that I've already seen a bunch of times and in
Well,
the
because
trailer.
with like Black and White 2, which this
Yes.
game is getting compared to.
Yes.
With Black and White 2, I feel like they did a really good job of differentiating that game from Black and White 1.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, and the new feature is some of the Pokemon from past generations are now available."
Right.
But some of the areas are different and there's a whole new storyline, but with this I don't understand what's different. We've got two new forms of Necrozma,
Right.
two new Ultra Beasts, and then the Sun form Lycanroc.
Right.
But other than that, what reason is there for me to embark on this new Pokemon journey?
Exactly. I personally, this might be the first Pokemon game that I don't buy. I've bought every single one since Black and White.
Yeah.
Um, and this is probably the first one. I beat Sun and Moon. I really liked it. Or I just beat Moon, I should say.
Mhm.
But I really liked it. I didn't play any of the post game stuff at all.
Yeah.
I beat the story. There were some cool Pokemon that I thought were pretty unique. I got a bunch of my favorite type. Ghost Grass is like my favorite type. I got a bunch of those. But like other than that, I was done. And this to me, I think the Ultra Beasts are cool. Like they're a different thing, but they're
Yeah.
not pulling me back into it like at all. Like I don't feel like I need to catch them or anything. Like
Well, like, yeah, give us some new Alolan forms. Give
yeah,
us, like, I don't know, like, what is the story this time around? Like, just, like, give us some hint of why we should be picking this up. I have no reason right now.
yeah, I know. It's really strange.
I've gotten a Pokemon game from every generation, from one on.
Yeah.
This'll be the first time I sit out.
I'm really interested to see what sales are like for this one. Because I feel like there's this, now that they had officially announced that there's one coming to the Switch, a canon, like a mainline one, I'm
Yeah.
wondering if people are just going to start be like, dude, I just want that game, and that's all I want right now for Pokemon.
Yeah.
And I think the very fact that two of us, like, we really enjoy Pokemon games, that we're not picking it up, we're not the only ones. Like,
Oh, definitely
this
not.
definitely is not going to sell as well as Sun and Moon did, for sure.
No. Well,
Um,
and Sun and Moon was also riding off of Pokemon Go high.
That's true. That's so true. Yep. That was
Yeah.
such a good timing on the
Oh
go.
yeah, it was just like perfectly serendipitous for them.
It was so good. All right. I wanted to go into Mario Party for the 3DS. This is another very strange move. When I saw it,
Yeah.
I actually just played Mario Party 4. Our new roommate Josh has Mario Party 4 on the GameCube, and we were
Ah.
playing it last night. I was like, man, Mario Party can be really fun. And
The
I'm like, the newer ones have been
Mario
really.
Party is trash.
The newer ones are really bad. I was talking. Josh is like a huge fanatic of Mario Party games, and he was saying the new ones are trash. In
Uh-huh.
Marley's case, all of them are trash. I like the mini games are fun though. I like the mini
The
games.
mini games are fun, but the board game part sucks ass. And that's like 50% of the game. So half of the game sucks ass.
Yeah. So our opinions aside on Mario Party, I think their idea is a really good idea. The top 100 is a compilation of all like the mini games from Mario Party
Yeah.
games over the years.
And I think it doesn't have the board game part.
I think you're right. Yeah.
I think it's just the mini games.
Which I'm surprised they haven't done that yet, to be honest. They've milked Mario Party so much. This is like the final straw. But it's on the 3DS.
Yeah.
And I was just talking to the guys today. I was like, guys, I think they might be pulling a Smash Bros. I think they're gonna release it on the 3DS, get some sales there because it's a big install base, and then
Uh-huh.
it's going to come to the Switch. Because
Yeah.
dude, that game, I can't tell you how perfect that game is for the Switch.
Yeah, that's true.
It's so perfect for it.
And the really interesting thing about it being on Switch is they've confirmed that it's only mini games from the console versions. So at first everyone's like, well, it's got to be on 3DS because of the DS Mario parties.
Right, right.
But apparently there aren't any of the mini games from those versions on there. It's all the console games.
Interesting. That is interesting. Maybe they didn't want to remake assets for those games.
Maybe.
It's hard to say. Like, it's maybe if they were looking at sales for Mario Party games, maybe they tried to take mini games from the more popular ones. Were the DS ones popular?
I have no idea,
I
to
need
be
it.
honest.
Okay. I mean, the DS was super popular.
Yeah.
And Mario games sell pretty well, so I would think it did okay, probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a whole thing. I'm gonna predict it's gonna come to the Switch later. So if I were you, I wouldn't buy the 3DS one unless you really want to.
Really passionate about Mario Party, and in that case, what's wrong with you?
That's a great way to end our Mario Party segment. We got a new color for the 2DS XL, and I want to make this really quick. I don't want to spend too much time on the 3DS, to be honest. But the 2DS, I love the look of it, to be honest. Like,
So do I.
it's
The 2DS
great.
XL,
Yes.
it's a great looking system.
Yeah, it really is. Like, I've been tempted to get it, but I ended up not getting it. And I actually just picked up Samus Returns
Nice.
today for my
Very nice.
I have the OG 3DS, everybody.
Ooh.
So hopefully it runs okay and everything.
I'm probably gonna pick it up next weekend.
Yeah, I'm super hyped. The reviews were good for it. I've been
Yeah.
hearing people really only say good things about it for the most part. I'm just
Yeah.
happy to play Metroid again.
Yep.
All right, Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
All right, into the Switch.
Yes. So I might get some hate for this, but I just gotta say it. I'm not usually stuck up on visuals for games. All right.
Uh-huh.
And I definitely believe that gameplay is king when it comes to playing games. I'll play a game even if it looks terrible. If the gameplay's super fun, I'm in it.
Yeah.
I loved Xenoblade Chronicles. I really did like it a lot. It was
Yeah.
super fun.
It was your pick for best RPG that year.
Yeah, it was. Yep. And it's my second favorite Wii U game, I think.
hmm
Now, this game, I honestly haven't been following it super close, but whenever I look at it, I'm like, man, this looks like a mid-gen 360 game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I think
Yeah.
the character models look pretty good. I think the characters look good. The environments, when they zoom out and they're showing these wide sweeping environments, I'm like, oh my gosh, it doesn't look good. And I get it, like Xenoblade Chronicle games, they are massive games. They're so big.
Yeah.
But when I look at Xenoblade Chronicles, that game was a little rough around the edges at parts, but to me, that game looked better on the Wii U than the
Yeah.
Switch version of Chronicles 2. It's really weird to me. Like, I don't
Yeah,
know what's going on.
I don't know if I'd go that far. I think this one definitely looks better than the Wii U version, but
Yeah.
not by much. And there were times in this direct where it did not look very good. Like the characters' walk cycles
Oh, yeah.
are really bad.
There was one part where they were swimming through the water, and I was like, "Oh my goodness!" Like,
Like, and I don't know
jeez.
if it's just the way they're choosing to capture footage, but I feel like they've done a really bad job of showing this game off.
Yeah. It's I'm confused on what's happening with some of the gameplay mechanics at points too. Like, they're complicated games, by the way, too. Like, it's a lot to try and explain.
Yeah.
I remember someone shared in one of your one of the Facebook groups, Nintendo Guru, the HUD and stuff like that. Man, it's so cluttered.
So someone brought up a good point about that.
Yeah.
In X, you could tailor the HUD.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. Yep.
So everyone's kind of hoping that that's an option this
Oh,
time
I
around.
hope
But
so.
yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the game. I love the creature design and I love the environments, and
Yeah.
I'll probably get it because while I didn't beat X, I did play a lot of it
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
had my fun with it. So I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I was super excited to play it. I honestly, if I had my way, I want a sequel to X really bad
Hmm.
because the way it ends is pretty awesome in my opinion.
Uh-huh.
I really wanted a sequel instead of Chronicles 2. I think we're
Yeah.
probably gonna get a sequel for X because
Yeah, maybe.
the games seem to be selling pretty well.
Yeah. Dude,
Um,
and that comes out that and Skyrim come out 2 weeks of each other.
yeah, yeah,
That's
it's
gonna be tough. I'm gonna have to decide one or the other.
yeah, and like I was saying, I was super jazzed for it initially. I've kind of come down a little bit. I'm more lukewarm on it. It might be
Uh-huh.
one of those games that I might have to pull the trigger on right then and there, like if I'm gonna buy it or not at release. I'm not sure
Yeah,
yet right now. I
that's
need to
fair.
see a few more things. I think maybe, but yeah, definitely not a bad game. Like I said, I was just like really harsh on the graphics there, but I believe gameplay is much more important. I'm sure the gameplay is probably pretty solid.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
all right, new Kirby game for the 3DS. Marley,
Game of the show.
I'm only mentioning it because Marley, like, that's one of his favorite Nintendo characters.
Yep, I love Kirby, and I'm super excited for this.
Yeah.
Um, the whole like mixing powers together to create new ones looks really cool.
Hmm.
I can't wait to try co-op with whatever friend I have around at the time, and I'm just really excited for this. I love
Yeah.
Kirby. It's not a hard game. It's not the most complex, but it's just
It's just
fun.
fun. Yeah. Has a really nice art style too to it.
Also, go on the website and vote for Kirby's best power up.
Oh
Eh,
shoot.
That's a poll they're running right now, and if you don't vote for UFO Kirby, you're wrong.
All right, everybody, you heard it here. Vote for UFO Kirby. All right. Now into some of the Bethesda stuff, because this dude Bethesda is on board.
Yeah, they are
They,
going hard.
that took me like by surprise. I was like, "Holy crap!"
I honestly thought Skyrim was going to be the one and done for them.
Yep.
I honestly didn't see them making anything else for this system.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Skyrim. I'm probably not going to pick up Skyrim, but seeing Doom on there,
Yeah.
that is what got me excited. I was like, "Holy crap! Doom's on the Switch." And okay, given graphics aren't as good, that's to be expected. But
But
there's
it's really not that
it's
different.
not that it's not. It seriously isn't. It still looks good. And
Like it looks like some shaders
yeah, it
at most.
it it's good. Like, I'm so happy that Bethesda's working with Nintendo like really well right now. And I've seen a lot of excitement for this announcement too. Like this I think might have been the announcement of the show. I've seen people
Yeah.
freaking out, man. Like in some of the like comment sections and stuff I've looked at, people have been like, "Dude, Doom's coming to the Switch. Holy crap." I've seen
Yeah.
people saying like, I gotta get a Switch now and stuff like that. This is exciting for people. Like,
Yeah. It's cool. How do you feel about them splitting the multiplayer and single player?
I didn't hear that.
So, if you buy it on cartridge,
Uh huh.
the multiplayer is a separate download that you have to
Oh.
then download if you want to play it. Because I'm guessing they can't fit it all onto the cartridge because there's that whole cartridge drama with
Right.
LA Noir, and
Right.
I think Rhyme had the same issue.
I see. That is weird. That's definitely
Yeah,
weird. Yeah, we're seeing the limits, I think, of this cartridge system, I guess.
yeah,
Um, yeah, that is weird. It doesn't bother me that much though. As
yeah,
long as you're still getting the game and stuff, I'm cool
yeah,
with it.
totally. And not everybody plays multiplayer, so
Yeah.
if you don't want it there and you don't want it taking up half of the game space and space on your Switch,
Yep.
you can kind of tailor the game to you. So that's, I guess, not cool, but I guess it's kind of convenient in a way.
Yeah. Um. Okay, so my personal favorite from this direct was more Project Octopath Traveler footage
Oh,
and seeing more
real
of that.
real quick before we move on from Bethesda and
Oh
Wolfenstein.
yeah, and Wolfenstein. I honestly don't know much about Wolfenstein to be honest. Like
That
I've never played a Bethesda game before.
Yeah, dude, you
But
should get Skyrim. You should get Skyrim. It's so good.
oh, but there's so many other games coming out.
I know, but
New
it's
games.
instead of Xenoblade, get Skyrim.
I'll think about
Because
it.
we're torn on Xenoblade right now, but I can ensure you Skyrim's good. Like, I know that one for a fact.
Yeah.
But
All
yeah,
right.
anyway.
Yeah, I'll think about that one. So Project Octopath Traveler, working title, by the way.
I hope they keep it.
I
I
know now
really.
I'm like on board with the title.
It's so charming.
Yeah, it is. And you know what game it reminds me of? Um,
Well,
Fantasy Life a little bit. Some of the job stuff that they're talking about.
R.I.P. Fantasy Life.
Dude, Fantasy Life was a really good game.
So
Was that
good.
level 5?
Level 5.
Yeah. Oh man, that was such a good game for the 3DS. But
Yep.
yeah, Project Octopath Traveler, man, dude, this style that they have for this game is
It's
awesome.
so cool looking.
It's awesome, and this is an exclusive for the Switch too.
Yeah.
So man, I saw a bunch of people talking about like this style and stuff that they have for it. They're calling it HD 2D,
Yeah.
and people have been like, dude, can we get old Final Fantasy games made into this style and stuff like
Yeah.
that?
Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, dude, all these old games, can we like have a renaissance of these games being converted into this style? It's so
Yeah.
good. It's so good.
It's
And
I think this might have been my game of show.
yeah, I totally agree. It's so cool. The job systems are pretty awesome. Like I said, it reminds me of Fantasy Life. You can choose some like archetypal like characters for the most part, and then they have
Yeah.
special abilities that they can do, and it opens up the game too because like for replayability, play another class and it's like the game's different.
Yeah, and it's characters, right? Like they're preset characters. It's not picking a job.
Yeah,
Cuz
I think
cuz
so.
the cuz when they introduced the dancer girl, her
Yeah,
like they're like, "Oh, this is Primrose."
right.
So, and apparently like I think the characters will intersect at times and like you can change like story direction and stuff.
Yeah,
It just looks really cool and really like really inventive.
yep.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm really excited, and there's a demo out.
yeah. The demo's out right now. I'm gonna have to download that when I get a chance.
Apparently, it's very risque.
Oh, what does that mean?
So, Primrose's story starts with her like being, if I remember correctly, she's a dancer
Uh huh.
in the academy,
Uh oh.
and she gets commissioned for a dance.
Uh huh.
And after a dance, the gentleman that commissions her wants him to come to his private quarters to spend the night.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. So,
Some adult themes for sure.
yeah.
Okay. So, do you think this game will be rated teen? Maybe.
So it looks like they talk around everything, like they use
Yeah,
different language, even though it's like, oh, he's
clearly.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
clearly like a brothel or like a kind of like a different situation.
yeah,
So I think they'll talk around it and probably land themselves with a T rating.
yeah. Maybe they can squeeze E plus 10.
I don't know, man,
No.
because I am Setsuna got a T rating,
Okay, okay.
and I am Setsuna is definitely nowhere near as like risque
Right.
as this seems to be.
Right. And speaking of I Am Setsuna, we're getting this
Lost
like
Sphere.
Lost Sphere, which is not a sequel, but it's the same style game, right?
I
Like
think it takes place in a different part of the world,
oh, okay. Okay.
but I could be wrong about that. But there's a lot of like, I mean, it's also a small studio, so they could just be reusing assets. But there's a lot of
Sure.
the same monsters.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, I wanted to get I Am Setsuna, but there's so many games that coming out. Maybe I'll pick it up later, or maybe it's cheaper, or maybe I'll
Yeah,
just play Lost Sphere.
I've been slowly chipping away at I Am Setsuna. I haven't
Yeah.
sat down and just like dug myself in, but I've been chipping at it slowly and slowly. It's a fun game. I like it. It's just really sad. That's
Okay.
what makes it hard to sit and play for a long time.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah. Um all right, Super Mario Odyssey. This game
Oh,
continues to impress me. This latest
dude.
trailer, I saw so many fun things. I was laughing
Like
like
Mario's nipples.
that was super insane. The internet lost it when that
The
happened.
internet went crazy. I've seen so many funny memes.
Dude, when he controls that like dinosaur bird character and he's like flopping around, I died. I'm dead serious. I just lost it like while I was watching. I was like, this is such a funny character. Like,
Yeah. What? They showed us 3 new worlds?
yeah, yeah, they're really cool.
I don't want to see any more though.
Yeah, seriously,
They're
dude.
showing us a lot of this game. I don't want to see anything else about it.
Oh, that game looks so good.
It looks really good.
Oh my
I
gosh.
Dude, it's going to be interesting. Like game of the year, we might have 2 Nintendo games on there.
Yep. Yes, sir. It's gonna be a tough one. I can definitely foresee myself having trouble. I'm a Zelda guy through and through, so I definitely lean towards Zelda. But this Mario game is looking like one of the best Mario games ever created.
Yeah, it just looks so good. It just looks like so much fun, just like
Yeah.
pure fun.
Yep. Um. So those were some of the main things that happened. There's like a few smaller things. Splatoon 2 is getting its update.
New update, new
Yeah.
Splatbrella.
Yeah, dude,
That's
I don't know if I'm ever gonna buy the game because there's so many. I know, I'm sorry.
it's
I also want to get Mario and Rabbids really bad too. I just haven't had time.
yeah.
I've been playing a crap ton of Destiny too, by the way. But I want to get Mario and Rabbids. Splatoon 2, I love the weapons in that game. Like they're so unique and like original. I feel like
Yeah.
like the weapons are so cool in that game. Um, yeah. So are you playing Splatoon 2 a little bit
Oh
still,
yeah.
or yeah? Okay,
Yep, I was on it last night.
nice,
I play that game all the time still.
nice. Have they revealed any like sales for that at all? I'm sure they have.
I'm sure they have, but I don't know off the top of my head.
Yeah,
I
I
know
would.
it cleaned house in Japan.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure it did. Yeah, it's probably doing fine. Arms getting Lollipop.
Yep. She's real weird. She's a real strange gal.
Yeah. Yeah, she's unique, that's for sure.
I'll hop in there and try her out a little bit.
I like the nunchuck kind of weapon that they added.
Yeah, I just don't like how she inflates.
Yeah, that clown thing. Maybe it's just the clown thing.
Maybe. There's going to be a lot of weird fan art of her.
Oh gosh, dang it. Oh man. Oh boy. Yep.
Yeah.
That's definitely gonna happen. All right, so those are some of the main things that like stuck out of me. There were a bunch of other stuff, but we don't have time to go over all that stuff. Is there? Oh wait, one more thing. Professor Layton, Layton's Mystery Journey, with
Yeah.
Lady Layton. Dude, the one Layton game I played, I loved,
Hmm.
and honestly, if I'm not playing anything at the time, maybe I'll think about picking this up because it's a really fun puzzle game. Like,
Yeah.
they're fun. The mystery and the story is really good too. Typically,
I think if we're picking like weird like dark horse standouts, something I'm really excited for, which they also showed in the Nindies Direct,
uh huh.
is the golf story.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Um,
Yeah.
it looks like this weird mix of or not fantasy life, this weird mix of Stardew Valley, which we
Uh
still
huh.
don't have a release date for.
Ah.
Um, it looks like Stardew Valley and Mario Golf. And I don't know if you ever played Mario Golf on the GBA.
Nope, didn't play that one.
So that particular Mario Golf is my favorite
Okay.
because it's made by the people that made Golden Sun.
Oh.
And so it's not just a golf game, it's an RPG.
Yeah,
You
that's
level up
cool.
and you get stat points and
Uh-huh.
you like you put your points where you want and that affects how good you are at golfing.
That's cool.
And like you explore the map to get to the different courses and stuff.
Dude, so I like sports, but when it comes to video games, I don't like sports.
Yeah.
Cuz I they're just too real. But when a
Yeah.
game gets creative with the sport, like a
Yeah.
lot of Mario type sports, like I'm a
Hmm.
huge fan of Mario Golf Toadstool Tour.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of that game. I love Strikers, the soccer game and stuff. When they put on this crazy spin on it, dude, it gets so awesome. Like I love,
Yeah.
especially golf, dude. Like golf is a very boring game to play, and especially to watch. But when
Yeah.
you get creative with it, like this RPG golf story,
Where you're exploring a map and
yeah,
like
it's
getting
cool.
invested in like a little town and stuff.
It's so cool. Like I love that stuff so much.
Yeah.
But
So
when it,
I'm definitely
yeah,
getting that when it comes out later this month.
cool, very cool. Um, is there? I'm a big Fire Emblem fan, but Fire Emblem Warriors isn't really doing it for me. To be
Yeah.
honest,
Comes out a week before Mario. R.I.P.
good luck. Good luck.
R.I.P. Fire Emblem Warriors. They're sending that
Yep.
poor thing out to die.
Yep. I'm just waiting for the Fire Emblem Switch game, the mainline one. I'm just waiting for
Yeah.
that one. Anything else you wanted to throw in there before we end?
No, not off the top of my head. It's an exciting time to be a Switch owner.
Yep.
I hope LA Noir does well, and maybe
Yeah.
Rockstar wants to support the Switch some more.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
Other
it's
than
a
that,
I think it's a test. You know, like
yeah,
a lot of companies doing these test runs with games to see how they
yeah,
do.
definitely.
I think it's cool. Yeah, one before we end it, I'm really looking forward to Battle Chasers Night War,
Yeah.
and I'm surprised they didn't mention it in this direct because that comes out like early October.
Oh my God, there's so
Yeah,
much coming out.
yeah, I know. So yeah, guys, keep your eyes open for Battle Chasers. I've got a video up on the channel that kind of goes through the top 5 upcoming Switch games. A few of them are already out since the video came out like 3 weeks ago or so. But it's a good video just to give you a rundown of some good games coming to the Switch. But thank you, Marley. Where can they find you at, Marley?
So you can find me here on the Geek XP. I'm working on a Stranger Things theory video. Uh,
Nice.
so I'm hoping to have that up soonish. So I give it like a month before the show comes back out, so you can kind of theorize with me about that.
Very nice.
But I'm also on Twitter. I'm Rebellious Ewok, and on Instagram I'm Rebellious_Ewok.
Cool.
And you can follow me there. I post drawings and pictures of my toys and stuff.
Nice. You guys can find me at Carson_save on Twitter. And of course, here at the Geek XP. Make sure to stay tuned for Smash Weekly every week on Mondays at like 8 o'clock or 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to play Smash and get on stream, that's the place to come to. We do a bunch of community matches with everybody. It's a really fun time. So check that out if you can. And thanks again, Marley, for doing this discussion with me on Nintendo.
Yeah, no problem.
And we'll see you guys at another video.
Bye.